That's what we want. Test, test. Eyes closed. Stay home. Running out. So hello, my dear humans. Welcome to don't know what this unfinished business is. Oh yeah, it's on. You know what? Before I actually get into this, um, alright, uh, so they are actually upper levels. In which they take place after the main game. I'm sorry, they just look a bit goofy and green. Should probably actually save, so we're not having to deal with all that. So I did end up managing to find a way to get the level skip working. To which it definitely was me messing it up more than needed. So basically what the issue was is I thought it was go forward, go back, and then she does a little jump. But no, you had to actually forward, then walk back, or specifically walking. Damn it. Actually, do we get any new outfits? Ooh. A bit lame. I don't know why I expected Boba to be. Oh, I kinda like it. Oh, like, you know what? Get outfits in. Ooh, I like that one. Not disappointing you can't get the additional outfits like that. Nevada. Ooh. Better, because it's blue. Pacific. I mean, it's got the white, so I can't really complain too much. Catsuit. But standard. Antarctica. Eh. Okay, you'd think with that one, but no. Oh, not too bad. Vegas. Not a fan. It's kind of. I don't think any of them change her hair though. Classic one. Haven't got to sleeping back now. What better way to go for supposed to be maison. Grab the shells over here. It's got these like little mini brownie cakes. Also, it's like made of real flour. Wait, hang on, no, not me. With real carrot bits, and it's like, boy, gee, thanks. I didn't realize that we're in the dystopia version of the world where, you know, we're not getting real carrot bits. Like, oh, yeah. Yeah, just no real carrot for you. You gotta get processed carrot. Okay. The beating the game without medkits part, I feel like is definitely going to be a bit difficult. Oh, you're kidding. Dude, why do there have to be flying enemies? Also been getting back into Cyberpunk 2077. Okay, so there has to be a way to get into there. Oh yeah. My like 2-year hiatus of stopping due to Phantom Liberty. So if to anyone that's curious as to why I stopped due to Phantom Liberty, so essentially I spent like a week, just a week solid with no internet. I was getting into Cyberpunk. And I was like halfway done with Edge Runners. Nothing too bad. And I'd essentially spent just that entire week playing Cyberpunk. And fucking damn it. So yeah, I essentially spent like the entire week just playing Cyberpunk, and again, yeah, at least got up to the point in Edge Runners that, you know, I really wanna stay at your house. Not always works out. So I had that song stuck in my head anytime I was playing. And yeah, essentially, like, right after the week, well, not straight after, but you know, fairly close enough, Phantom Liberty comes out. And then, as you all know, Phantom Liberty basically may as well just start the game from scratch. And so, roughly about, let's say roughly, 81 hours lost. And that just means that I get to, you know, enjoy the game again. Because, like, obviously, it had a bit of a rocky start. It's not down there. But I am definitely at least looking forward to Cyberpunk. Not sure as to what they'll call it. Cyberpunk. Probably something along the lines of like Cyberpunk 2079. And as opposed to like, you know, a sequel name, it's just like, oh yeah, it's the same game, just a couple of years later. Like, usually for the most part, I pretty much am going for like a net runner build. Because, you know, I always find it more fun to hack and go in with like no kill. You know, kind of like Superman philosophy. Doesn't strictly have a no kill philosophy. Oh, okay, that makes sense. He just chooses not to. I really wanna stay at your house. Oh, also, I feel like I should mention, before I did say that it was Kiwi that kind of, you know, screwed over the thing. I meant to say it was Lucy that screwed over everyone by not killing Faraday when she could. 'Cause let's face it, if she killed Faraday in like that moment in time. Then, you know, Kiwi would have survived. Pretty sure they didn't really care too much about Kiwi at that moment in time. David, Becca, they would have survived. Because the only reason they went to Arasaka was to, get Lucy back. And yeah, you could say heat of the moment, she was more concerned with David. But she had enough mindset to kill the first two guards that he had. So, you know, could have finished the job. Like, obviously, probably wasn't in her right mindset to deal with that, but now for fucking I actually think Atlanteans are the worst enemy in this game. Like, it's not in the sense they're super tanky or tough. They're just mostly annoying. Oh, damn, there's more. Fuck are you supposed to do against this? Like, yeah, what their method of attacking is, oh fuck. Like, actually, I think that a lot of enemies are not fun. The Atlanteans are definitely fucking among them. It's like, wake up, yo. I can't mind, you're either flying at me or you're trying to nip my ass. They just clip into the fucking scenery. Can you just fucking fly? again, they very much just, they're not fun. Like, am I the only, like, I can't be the only one that just thinks that overall they're really not that fun. Essentially, yeah, they're a bit tanky. They fly, and when they do get into melee range, it's essentially, yeah, let's run around in circles. I'm kind of glad that this game doesn't have a difficulty slider, because I have mentioned this in just several other videos. I feel like if your difficulty comes from enemies being more bullet spongy, that's not much of a fun difficulty. Right? Like, yeah, Cyberpunk basically has the same, like, thing. Harder difficulty means, yeah, enemies are gonna hit a lot harder. And you're gonna need a lot more to take them down. Now, they can make combat fairly more difficult. Oh shit. I also have no idea as to how long this stream will go on for. And for that I apologize, as I've been incredibly tired lately. So Monday, fairly... Oh, I know. So, actually, Monday definitely where it all started. So Monday, had to wait for a slab of bloody hell monster, which I had to bring in because it's heavy as shit. Think maybe like 13 kilos, like 24 cans. Ended up staying up until about 2 a.m. 2 a.m. 2 p.m. And keep in mind my normal sleep time. And that time was probably, I don't know, maybe say 6 a.m. So it definitely started there. On Tuesday, we went for a trip to Sydney to buy some stuff. I ended up staying up relatively late, like barely much sleep. Ended up staying up until about, I don't even know when. Maybe about 2-ish a.m. Or, uh, really fucking early. Wednesday, I slept for about 12, 14 hours. From at least like 6 to 6. Um, Thursday, fairly, not much happened. Slept a whole bunch. And then yesterday, yeah, Friday. Again, another trip to Sydney, so did not get a lot of sleep either. Especially since we left at about 6 a.m. Just to make it uh, in time, and to get back and do some stuff. Leading to now, in which I have not gotten a lot of sleep. So clearly there has to be something that we need to do here. Because we can't make our way back up. And that doesn't look like it. So, yeah, if I end up like just only making this an hour long, I apologize. Can I get that? I am borderline not in a good headspace when it comes to sleep. Mm. Surely we didn't end up getting kind of soft locked here, did we? Also, I feel like Cyberpunk could maybe kind of do like a love, death, and robots type thing with edge runners. Maybe not call it edge runners, because yeah. But essentially, have each episode be like standalone. And I can different story. Okay. Are we actually just stuck here? Oh, actually, that might make sense. No, that won't make sense. I need to be full health just to survive this. Fuck's sake, Laura. But yeah, have like each episode be its kind of like its own thing. Like different part of Night City that kind of like ties in of the overall lore. I reckon that would be pretty cool. Okay, seriously, we would definitely soft lock ourselves here, right? Because I don't see any other way out of this. So why are the devs? No, I don't have to. You know what? I'll just. You know what? I literally was pretty much about to say, you know what? I'm just gonna call it. I'll leave this as like a little random ass thing. I get the feeling that was not the way it was supposed to go. I actually want to have a look. I'm pretty sure that the beat supplies around here. Or no. Anything in the water? Well, okay then. Again, this is probably going to be a short stream. As given by the list below. Yep, 63 enemies. Wait, no, wait. Do you restore health when exiting a level? Oh, oh, okay. So basically, it's get through the entire game with like no medikits to be used. But, like, yeah, because I was supposed to say if you have to go for the entire game without a medikit. Who the fuck is in charge of these boulders? Like, I'm sorry, man, but you'll need to stop with the boulder love. Like, the boulder ain't gonna love you, bro. Honestly, I saw that it's not working from the jump. So activate you. Alright, so the middle is, let's say middle, this one, this one. I'm at least like kind enough to clip in. Damn it. So that's them done. Hey there, Fuji, Doctor, not Doctor Full, DJ Full. Ugh. I am completely half tired. How you doing, buddy? Uh, so far we are trying to figure out who placed all who who honestly just had the bright idea for let's have a highly advanced civilization, and you know what we're gonna defend it with? A bunch of boulders. Like, highly advanced. And the best invention is just to have a bunch of boulders on the ceiling and hope that it works. I mean, it's working, but really, you're highly advanced civilization. The only thing you can think of to defend it is I don't even know as to why I want to just deactivate all the boulders, but I just do. I it kind of reminds me somewhat in a way if anyone's ever played Two Rock and you have the ape. What are they apes? The ones in like the marsh world. And they essentially have like plasma swords and backpack guns. But it's essentially like really low tech. Until like their backpack chain guns are basically just shooting rocks. And it's just like, yep, highly advanced gift. And it's just a bunch of rocks. Okay. What context do you for then? I really had no reason to do all that. Oh, now you want to care about range. I'll give the developers props. At least they only had one enemy there. Like, where'd the second one go? Or the mind? Yeah, they could have had like 15 enemies spawn. Highly advanced civilization. Let's have our area defended by the haha spiky Wogabur. I mean, at least like the lava makes sense. I don't even know if I'm doing this correct. I did it correct. Like the lava, it makes sense, right? But the fact that there's like 60 of these enemies at least on this level. I brought this up before. I am not a fan of the Atlanteans. Surprisingly, they are less bullet spongy when you do not use the weakest gun in the game. Like when you actually use gun with firepower, they die. I feel like that should be a lesson to challenge runners. Don't use the worst equipment ever. This is gonna kill me. It's not gonna kill me. Also, Lara is 100% dead here. I'm aware that there's not going to be any bats or... How is that fun as an enemy to fight? But by the time you turn to face it, it's already jumped halfway around. You're not... Like, at least with the bats. Yeah, they got me killed several times. But, like, if it's purely going on the auto target, like, I could definitely kill that a lot quicker. Like, if you actually let them get a beat on you, they are not fun to fight. Kinda curious, is this a secret down here? Assuming that is. Really? All of that for like one medikit? I think it's kind of the equivalent of you get the medikit, but then you end up having to use up that amount of health just to get the medikit. You know what? Not worth it. Pinky, like the way that I play, my pinky goes numb. And it just makes actual playing like way worse. Specifically when it comes to trying like how if we step off this, that's going to close, isn't it? Or if we step off it, we're just going to die. Because if I jump to... yeah. Let's make a running jump. That might work. We could die. For the 16th time. Here. No. So, this is kind of the issue with modern controls. I feel like that it definitely takes away a bit more the finesse, because like when you make a jump and then you have to pull back to try and land the jump, it's not a fun jump. Oh, in that case, you know, that was pure on me. How's it going? Alright, so I am roughly about 9 episodes away from finishing Stone Ocean, the final part. I'm kind of curious if the Speedwagon Foundation has like ties. Obviously, they've got ties to the Joestar family. You would like this is just my reasoning, but would you not call in like every stand user that you know and be like, oh hey, yeah, by the way, Dio is returning. Um, can we get some help? Oh, okay, so it's timed. So from here to there, okay. And you just send in like every stand user that you can. Because I'm pretty sure that they'd be able to get an express ticket to Florida to like, I don't know, kill Father Pucci. At least maybe that's just my logic. So, but I think we should be able to make it to there. Can I make it over there in a single jump? No. Uh, um, I was gonna mention something. Yeah, so when it comes to complete the game in under 86 saves, well, I'm not saying that it's impossible. I am going to say that the main difficulty is going to come pretty much from the platforming sections. I keep hitting A. Okay, Laura, thank you. Thank you for that. Because, like, having to do this just even with the ability to save is pretty bad. But then you essentially have to do each jump like completely perfect. I'm not saying that's not impossible, but damn it. Definitely at least feel. Nope. I definitely feel like having to deal with the constant miss jumps is going to be an issue. Like again, not saying it's completely impossible. Also, they look so weird green. Like I don't really know what the original texture designer was thinking. No, like, yeah, let's have the eggs be green. Um, honestly, they're not that bad when they're just flying. But that's most because they don't attack while flying. Because as soon as I stop flying, that's when they become a... Damn it. You know what? You would think that... Yeah, let's re-up the textures and graphics. Maybe add in the fact that some of the skin is burnt. Did we just get like soft locked? Oh, alright, good. Here. Yeah, that we don't really need to go that way, do we? We probably do. Turns out it's a little hard to focus on video games when you are basically just borderline not functioning in terms of a lack of sleep. Like, I am definitely overdue for... What was the point of coming in here then if it just leads back out? We didn't even get a key. Do we need to go this way? Like, what was the point of this? Like I said, we haven't gotten a key. I'm assuming it's over here. I get that, like, this entire section would be... I could think that this entire section, given that it's basically just flesh and fat, would be a lot more slippery. Why does every surface have to be slippery? Like, slightly... Oh, come on. Shout out to anyone that likes the Atlantean fight. Never mind. Like, shout out to anyone that likes the Atlanteans. And I'm just questioning your sanity. Yes, you bastard. I would rather have to use up the medkit than have to deal with a centaur. Although they still look more like Knucklevies than... Again, Knucklevy is a type of centaur. Every time that I mention a Knucklevy, I just keep thinking of Bard's Tale. No one actually knows. Well, I mean, it did get a remaster. I don't know that actually played Bard's Tale on, like, the original Xbox. It honestly flops. It's a good game. Not food there. I'm trying to think, like, what is my least favorite Xbox game? Which I don't really think that I have any, if much, that I really hate. There definitely are a couple PS2 games that I found incredibly frustrating. Um, one of which was definitely Siphon Filter and Mega Strain. And like the main reason that I hated that game is because it's like, yeah, here are objectives to complete, but you can only complete them with a co-op partner. It was still going to constantly bitch at you for not completing them. To which I'm aware, not really the best reason to hate a game. But in all fairness, I was not the best kid when it came to games. Two centaurs. Because when one centaur just isn't enough, you need two. You know what? Bring it. And no, like, one-on-one, they're really not much of a threat. But they obviously get more... Like, obviously, if you have one enemy, it's just like, yawn. Yeah, then two enemies, and it gets exponentially harder with each enemy added. But at least with these, it's made significantly easier by the fact that I'm not forced to use the pistols. Like, not having to use the worst guns ever. 296, 298. That's for 100 per clip. Like, not having to use the weakest guns. Definitely comes in handy to the point of not spending 10 years chipping away at one enemy. I definitely need more sleep. No, also though, hey buddy, you gonna come so I can shoot you? That is so much quicker. I feel cheated. I actually feel cheated to the point of there's a big egg. Okay, I'm a little disappointed to be honest. Like I figured the middle one would be a centaur. But I was kind of hoping that it wouldn't. And it would actually be just something a bit more intimidating than borderline the same thing we've been dealing with. I don't think there's any point to down there. At least at the unfinished business levels, there's only like 4 of them. Did we really have no reason to do this? Like, was there absolutely no reason to come into this room? Surely there had to be a reason, right? We did not just do all that for nothing. We did all that for nothing. I actually did all that for nothing. I feel so cheated. I actually feel like so cheated for that. Anyone happen to remember? Was it here? Trying to figure out like where the other door opened that we can go through. Oh, more levers. Something that opened up, yeah. Wait, no, that doesn't just lead back to the same room, does it? No, it does. Okay, so that's basically just pick the wrong lever, you're screwed. Good, Joe, good to know. No one happened to remember where we need to go. Like, I'm going to be completely honest. Bloody hell, there's more of you. I really do not have. Oh, my stars above us, so many. how many more enemies are left? The fact that I've only killed 16 out of the... That's a lot of ammo. I'm so tired. I thought they were like weirdly placed spikes. I was like, I'm dead here. I apologize that I keep yawning. I really just need like a lot of sleep. Oh, come on. Where did we even come from? It's like, yeah, here, we're going to give you ammo, but then proceed to make you waste every bit of ammo afterwards. Because we're just petty like that. Seriously, where do we go up? I actually honestly have no idea where to go. Like, if I never completed this game as a kid, oh, I'm assuming through here. These levels, I believe, according to the AI overview, were PC exclusive levels. So I definitely have no idea what's going on. But apparently this is like just to stop the mutants from getting out of something. Oh, okay, it opens. I do not like this one bit. Did that blink, or is that just me? Like, it'll actually be kind of creepy if they blinked. Okay, so there's a step up here. You know what? They are showing some surprising restraint. What was the point of that zoom? Oh, fuck! Well, me getting jump scared was not on my bingo card for today. Fucking jump scaring bastards. Please don't. I have to pick up all the ammo again, don't I? Do I, or can we just... Oh, here we go. Okay. Definitely made just a lot more annoyingly harder by the fact that there is a multitude of them. It's like, here, let's have an enclosed area fight with pretty much a bunch of melee enemies that are gonna fuck your shit up. point. Cheese them. One, two, three, four. Yeah, I'm past that one that went away. I've got to charge my phone. Let's see. Long charger. I have got to stop letting my phone get down to 5% before I care enough to charge it. Oh, it did want to wait. Ah, well. Oh, we have to... Dude, fuck that one cowardly little one. Why not? Hey, you cow little shit. Alright, that would at least waken up all of them. Why? You're gonna wake now? I seriously have no one else to blame for like half of these deaths. I wonder if they're aware that they have ranged weapons. Like, I'm actually somewhat curious. They know they can shoot, right? Curious if the AI is like designed to head towards this door. Because, like, I'm starting to think maybe so like you don't end up cheesing the fight, but then you can. Oh. You can still essentially cheese it anyway. We're not even half of the enemies dead. Granted, I probably did miss a fair decent chunk. Okay, show of hands, who's expecting boulders? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was fully like, any room I see, I'm just fully expecting boulders. Like, I wish that I was kidding, but I feel like just for your next home security system, don't bother with like an alarm or anything. Just have like a giant ceiling full of auto tracking boulders. That's just gonna crush your enemy. Like, that's kind of be honest. No one's really gonna mess with your house after it gets known as, yeah, I went into this house. Boulder chased me. No, we can't even cheese it. Oh, never mind. Like, if all those eggs were filled with the bitey ones, please just tell me that you're like the end boss of this section. I think that's still like, oh my, stars above. There's more. Seriously, not them out here expecting you to deal with like all of these, right? You open the door to X, don't you? Okay, you know what? Screw you. Don't even know what I did. Don't even care. Goodbye. Business is finished. Finished, unfinished business levels. Then, what is this? Hang on, let's have a look at the AI overview at least. Yeah, unfinished business tomato. Hmm. You know what? I reckon I should, with any luck, at least have enough energy to complete. Can you please leave me alone. I should have enough energy at least to finish this. 'Cause apparently there's only 2 levels. And I'm just gonna. There's only 2 levels, and I get the feeling I can just knock it out pretty easy. Oh, come on, right here. Kill me. Help me. You're the worst. Crocodile ever. At this rate, I'm going to die to drowning. The, the drowning is going to kill me quicker than you. Literally, just died to grounding. Oh, no, grounding, drowning. Alright. So first step. But I can definitely see as to why the Atlantis missions were considered the hardest missions. Oh, sweetie, they did not do your face justice. Look at the face. Look at the face. But that, like, it doesn't specifically stem from any lack of resources or anything. There's also a fairly decent chunk of resources. The difficulty more so comes with the enemies. Which I kind of feel like Atlanteans are a bit spongier than normal. Well, not spongy. They're just spongy enemies in general. So, like, you do have the difficulty with not having an entire games full of arsenals. Huh? Okay, I'm starting to think unfinished business might be a bit unfinished. Just if I... So I managed to glitch into the wall. They pretty much skipped, like, most of the first level. And then I skip into the wall here. Kitty. I guess it's got one glowy eye. Sorry. Oh, kitty. A fun fact about cats is that they pretty much domesticated themselves. So with dogs, you basically, what people did was they took, like, the least aggressive pups from each litter and then kind of bred them like that. And so that's kind of how we get dogs, in which, the aggression was bred out of them. I mean, clearly you still have aggressive dog breeds that really more falls under how you raise them. Like, obviously, with dog breeds, it's not so much, or that this dog breed is more aggressive than this one. Because Chihuahuas often really kind of get away with a lot of stuff because. Can we go to the fence again? No. Kind of a bit of a shame that wasn't a major level skip. Let's be honest, Chihuahuas get away with a lot of shit. Because all that shit is unchecked. I was just meant to flick the air and I just flicked the side of my headphones. Oh. Oh, hello. Oh. Like I said, Chihuahuas pretty much, again, mostly unchecked and, ends up with them being a lot more aggressive. Certain dog breeds that people do tend to think are aggressive, like pit bulls. Yeah, for the most part, there's going to come from the fact of how they're raised. And you kind of have the like junkyard dog stereotype, etc. Oh, we going there. Say like, I mean, if I'm saying anything wrong, feel free to fact check me and anything. But like, just depends on how you raise dogs. You can have a really nice, friendly, big dog, or just have them be an absolute menace. Oh, it's so cold. Like, shut my window. But it's so cold. It's so cold. It's 8 degrees and it feels like 7. How do I get out of here? Like, you just have to love Australia for this. Like, how would you like your weather? Burning hot? Or absolutely freezing? But I'll always be in the camp of I would prefer it cold than I would hot. Because, you know, oh, with the cold, oh, it doesn't take electricity to warm yourself up. You can use electricity to warm yourself up, but you don't need to. You just need to get yourself a couple of blankies. Maybe some warmer clothes. Hell, thermal underwear, whatever the hell you want to get. Like, Very much can just warm yourself up a lot easier. But with heat, especially if like the air is hot and humid, there's no defense for that. Like with the heat, you're essentially just stuck with it. I mean, they can use ice, go for like nice cold baths. And yeah, that's essentially bringing up the point of you do kind of need to like use energy to warm yourself up. Why am I not surprised? Like every surface has to be a slide one. I went the wrong way. Again, I do apologize if I keep yawning. I really have not had a lot of sleep. Uh, up there. Can we even get up there? There was a way that we could land safely on the spikes, wasn't there? I think. You know what? Just going to end up dead here anyway, so I may as well just test this one. Never mind. Why are there so many spikes? Like, the better question is, why are there so many spikes that have blood on them? Like, clearly, someone or something was killed on all of these spikes to get blood on them. Oh, here's more spikes. I don't even know which way I'm going. Shotgun and on shells. I don't even have it. Do I? Let's do it. All of that for a secret room. And to kind of make the medkit a lot bigger. Hello. My cat casually just deciding to sniff. That's gonna lead right down onto spikes, isn't it? Hello, Melina. No. Oh, damn it. Anyway, kind of about the domestication of cats, and then yeah, essentially they domesticated themselves. Like, long story short, I guess, is Alpha thought that was safe to land on. I essentially saw how like good they could have it if they, you know, mooched up to humans. And that's essentially it. They literally just went inside and got like all the snacks and all the food. And boom, they have it. That's how cats domesticated themselves. That has been your daily history lesson. Oh, on the lore of cats. Oh yeah. Yeah. Rules for thee, but not for me type logic. Yes. Bloody. I'm actually surprised that I made that. Why is it always boulders? Like, why? Sure, surely. There is some other type of trap that you can employ. Defend your home today. Or natural boulder defense system. Guaranteed if used correctly to leave a massive splatter in your kitchen. Oh, I'm actually kind of surprised that they added the original had a roof. What do I do? Oh, I don't jump up. No, it's too high. Oh. Oh. What was the point of that? No, come on, give me a point for this. What is the point of that then? If the what? Oh, to be a point. gonna call it here, mostly because I'm getting a slight headache. And I really need to get some sleep. In the next stream, I'm probably going to do... Hello. The rest of Unfinished Business, and then I'll work on Tomb Raider 2. So I'll catch everyone in the next episode. Bye-bye for now.